I grew up, and I love my parents. I really do. I'm a kid of a divorced family and all that. But my point is this. My sister, who is 5 foot nothing, angry leprechaun. Guys, it's bright red hair and everything. Oh my God, she's angry leprechaun. I learned early on that I would rather deal with some big guy and take a punch from somebody like that than go up against those women. Man, my sister taught me early on that little people, everybody's got a certain amount of hostility or temper or whatever in them. And for little people, they've got the same amount as a bigger person. It's just more compressed. It's like, do not mess with little people. Okay? If they're short, chances are they can kick crap out of you. And if they're not, physically, they're going to be loud. Trust me. It all evens out, guys. I swear it does. But because of that, I have never been abused by males. At least not in a relationship or anything. I have past stuff that I don't want to talk about. But my point is this, is that I have, in my own experience with people, women are just as likely to be violent as men. Black people are just as likely to be racist as a white person is. Now, I hear all these people out there who are like, oh, well, I've got a college degree and I know this and I know that. Well, you know what? I don't trust college degrees anymore. If you go for like a doctor or something, or going for a trade, that is, I'll respect that. But if you have a liberal arts degree, if you have a social degree, whatever the degree it is, unless it is an actual degree geared towards a job, y'all need to shut up. You all want to rewrite history to fit your narrative of what's going on. And guys, I hate to tell you this, but it's not that simple. If I hear one more person talk about slavery, guys, here's a freaking clue. Slavery has been part of every culture. Is it right? No. Have we gotten to the point where it's not okay? Yes, we have gotten to that point. But here's a clue. The next time one of y'all want to talk to me about, oh, my ancestors were slaves, yeah, mine too, probably. Only difference is our family was probably a slave up in, England and Scotland and Ireland and all those other places, okay? Like I said, I'm bottom of the barrel, guys. But the point is this. If somebody brings something like that up to me, or talks about taking down statues and such, I want to freaking smack them because, first off, how do you guys afford to be protesters like that all the time? Don't you have to work? Don't you have to pay bills? And second, you guys want to talk about slavery? Slavery is going on in today's society. People are still being bought and sold. People are kidnapped from foreign countries, from this country, brought into this country, taken out all over the place because somebody wants to control another human being. And a lot of these people are usually young women, kids, who are thrown into the sex trade. They are thrown into domestic slavery. They are, made into drug runners and such. And they're terrified because, they're not in their own country. So they have no rights. They're terrified. They've been made terrified of going to the police. And it's just ridiculous. So if you guys want to talk about slavery, please get out there and help protect people today. I don't care about what happened 100 years ago. Okay, I know that's harsh of me, but 100 years ago in this country, slavery was illegal. It had been illegal for decades. And it shouldn't have ever been part of the world, but, that's human nature, and, there are a lot of jerks out there. Now, if you want to get serious and actually talk to me about some of this other stuff, I will. But that's all I'm going to say about the whole slavery thing. And I know I'm ranting, and I know I'm babbling, and I don't really care, because I want to. But the point is this. If you guys want to put a label on somebody, put a label like slacker, loser. Hell, you can put bitch on me. It's true. But the point is this, I grew up, I said the N-word once. I didn't know what it meant. My sister heard me say it and put liquid dish soap in my mouth. To this day, I cannot say that word. I just can't say it. So, that is, one of the things I grew up with. I also asked my mom once, because, my sister being, angry leprechaun, she tried to shock our parents by dating, Mexican guys and black guys, and our family just like, and? What's your point, Pam? I don't know what to tell you. I asked my mom once, why are people racist? Why is this a big deal? And she said, sweetie, it's not a big deal unless you make it a big deal. I'm like, okay. And then she made this big point of reminding me, it's like, honey, we are white trash. We are at the bottom of the barrel. We have no right to look down on anybody, no matter what their skin tone is or anything else. We are at the bottom, and we just need to show everybody respect. And so even though my mom had some faults, just like I have my faults, she taught me some really great life lessons, like, the job you do represents the person you are. So yeah, if you're going to do 50% of the job and expect the whole paycheck, then that's going to reflect on the type of person you are. You got to take pride in it, and there's nothing wrong with any job as long as you are doing the best you can. Here's something I want to talk about, though. And again, if I offend you, turn off my show, okay? You don't have to watch. Is that we have so much potential in our lives, but right now we use identity politics, we use the woe is me attitude to try and get whatever we want done. That is not okay, guys. I've heard people say that looting and stealing from businesses isn't a big deal because they're insured. Guys, here's a harsh reality. Their insurance will only cover so much. And a lot of times it won't cover even a quarter of what you've just stolen. Now, if you want to go out and steal, at least own up to it, because that you're a thief, you're a criminal, whatever. But don't say that it's your right. Because you know what? Every time you steal from a store, and I'm going to break it down for you, it can be something as simple as a candy bar. You take that candy bar, and then 10 other people take a candy bar. Well, all of a sudden they notice that candy bars are being stolen regularly. So in order to cover the cost of that candy bar constantly being taken, the candy bar price now goes up. So nobody can afford it. Or it becomes more expensive, and it'll just keep going up the more it gets stolen. You go in and steal a thing. And this one I do not understand. I have seen interviews of black people. And again, I am not saying that black people are negative. I'm saying the people who I've seen online who have said that it's pretty much restitution for slavery. I'm going to say this. It's not. I can't change what happened in the past. I'm pretty sure that if I look into my past, all my ancestors and such, there's a really low chance of anybody in my family ever owning a slave, ever being a person of power. And it doesn't affect me what somebody did 6-10 generations ago. What affects me now is how I'm raising my kids. Like I said before, I got 3 boys. They are white. And you know what? I am teaching these 3 white boys that they have to respect people no matter what. That they have to, earn respect for themselves. It's not just given to them. That they need to think about their actions. All these people out there who are trying to say that people need reparations and we need to do this, and we need to do that. That is not how this works, guys. In my own, crappy mind frame, according to you people, I do not believe that the government should give Native Americans who live on the reservation money anymore. Was their land taken? Yes. Was it done wrongly? Oh, hell yeah. But you know what? Enough time has passed that unless it was your grandparent that suffered, you don't have a right to demand restitutions. I do not understand how people on the reservation can say, oh, we're not subject to the laws of the United States, we're our own separate nation, but then demand money from the U.S. That's my own pet peeve. Anybody who says, oh, well, I was a slave, or my ancestors were slaves, prove it. You guys remember during the civil rights movement, a ton of people immigrated here from Africa. We have people who still immigrate from Africa who have both white and black skin tones. The point is this, guys. That happened. We can't change what happened. We can't do it. A lot of you are rewriting history to make it seem like it was a lot worse than it was. It was bad enough as it was without you guys trying to make it seem worse. But all we can do is change the future, okay? I can't go out and take every gun out of the hand out of every kid who's under 18 because I don't have that power. What I have the power to do is I can teach gun safety to my kids and how a gun is a tool to use to, whether it's target shooting to let off steam or it's hunting to, provide meat for a family, or if it's for self-defense. I can teach them the difference. I can teach them with that same idea in mind. I can teach them archery. So if they ever wanted to go shooting just to practice, they could shoot bows and arrows. The point is this, guys. We can't change the past, but we can change the future. Now, all these people in the world are just constantly, oh, well, whites are evil, and this is evil, and this is it. No, I'm done with that. People are people. Let's be people. I'm recording this right now on a cell phone. I get a new cell phone about once every 5 to 6 years. Mostly because I'm cheap. Also because I don't think it's very smart to waste money just constantly upgrading phones. You all talk about protecting the environment. But do you understand that some of the components in a phone, in a car, which is why we don't have as much cars available right now, that stuff is only going to cover so much. It's pretty much, what's a nice way to put this? The metals that we need to produce things like the phones, like the cars and such, are found in third world countries, guys, where child labor is used. Now, this is a piece of technology that is common in our society, and I could be all holier than thou and refuse to use it because it's made there, but it's going to be made. It was in the store. I wasn't ordering this. So it was already, components put together. But the point is this. We can whine and complain about how people are abusing the earth, about how people are supposedly racist, about how, one race is picked up. Guys, guess what? We're humans. I don't give a shit what your skin tone is. You're a person. Act like it. My point is this, guys. We have to start at a smaller level for everything. We don't want to be using fossil fuels, then we need to have groups of teenagers. And yes, teenagers. Not people in their 30s, not that. We need the fresh ideas of teens and maybe young 20s, not being influenced by all of our political bents and everything, but their ideas of what could be alternatives, what could make things last longer. I honestly think that they're going to give us the best ideas. I want to put a bunch of kids on projects like alternative fuel sources. I want to get them to come up with biodome ideas for living on the moon and then on Mars. I want these kids to come up with the options. But we're so big in society right now of pushing, racism this and sexism this and just there's always something, guys. But the point is that I want us to find a goal that we can all work towards. Making the planet healthy, I'm all for that. But again, start at a community level. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed that. Please check out our other videos already on YouTube. And give us a like and subscribe. And if you hit that bell for notifications, you'll know when we put something new out. So try to make every day matter by finding the fun. You guys have a great one. Bye.